Yo, Nightmare Comics 1. And before I even start on this video, I will say right now that I have seen Iron Man 3. I will review it soon. I don't know when, but soon. Overall, I thought it was a great movie. Had a little bit of problems with it, but that's not what this video is about. Um, this is something I didn't even think I would even check out at all. Had no, like, when they announced it, I had no desire to watch it at all. You know what I mean? It looked ridiculous. But me being the man that I am, I'm willing to give anything a shot except Teen Titans Go, which I refuse to watch. But no, I'm kidding. I seen like the first episode. Ain't for me. But nah, this show right here, I was like, this looks dumb. It's on the CW. They're responsible for Smallville. I don't trust these people. But yeah, I gotta excuse my mic. I'm so glad that I did, man. And this is Arrow is the show that I'm talking about. Um, if you don't know, this is the show that's based on Green Arrow. If you don't know, um, I think it's really good. I think that it has a lot of elements that are there for potential for future seasons or whatnot. Um, quick premise of the show: it starts as soon as Ollie gets back from being on the island for 5 years. His origins tweaked a little bit, just only a little bit. Well, actually, a lot of bit. Let me not say that. Uh, and the show kind of alternates between what's going on in real time and what went on the island. I think the island bits are actually really good. The way things progress, and the way and how you see him change after being on the island for a while. Even though at the end of season one, we kind of didn't get a definitive ending for the island arc, so I think we're gonna get more of that. Um, because when you see him in the clips of him being rescued, he looks a lot different. The island looks a lot different. All sorts of shit. So we'll see. Um, and the stuff when he's home, man. There's a lot of the CW romance, love triangle stuff. But it's not hokey. It never feels hokey on the show. It never feels corny. It has some corny bits, but like it never feels overly corny. There are times the soundtrack just doesn't match with the situations, even though this show does have a pretty good soundtrack. Like if y'all don't know, I'm a music nut too, or y'all probably don't know that. Excuse my mic, y'all. I don't know why I keep sliding like that, but you know, a couple standout tracks I heard on the soundtrack when Ali and Thea's his sister on the show, by the way, when they were in the club. Wildest Moments by Jesse Ware was playing. Um, I heard some Animal Collective they had. I think My Girls was playing one time. Stuff like that. Just really good music in general. It didn't always fit the situation. Um, the characters on here are really well done. I think uh, I think the guy that plays Ollie, what's his name, Steve Amell, I think that's how you say his name. He's not the best actor in the world, but he's really strong at points. Like especially in the season finale tonight, he did a really 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 great job selling that final scene of the season. Like he really did a good like it really got me excited for season two because of his acting. Like he did a really really good job with that. Um, some of the other characters, Laurel, Dina Laurel Lance. Y'all may know her as Black Canary, Oliver Queen's wife, in the comic book mythos. But she's in the show. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil this. She's not Black Canary in season one, but it may happen in season two. I don't know. Um, and her father is the police. I don't know if he's the police chief, but he's like a high-ranking police officer with Starling City PD, and he's against what Ali does as Green Arrow. Because Green Arrow's a vigilante at this point, kind of like he was in his early days. You know what I mean, like the outlaw superhero. Um, he's like a vigilante at this point. He's against him. He's trying to catch him. All this stuff. And then you got Diggle, Ali's bodyguard, who finds out his identity as the Hood. That's what they call Green Arrow on the show. But he finds out his identity as the Hood, and he becomes like his partner, all sorts of stuff like that. You got his best friend Tommy, who's he's involved with a little love triangle with Dina. or with Laurel. Let me call her with Laurel, and he's like in the middle of all that. His father, who turns out to have a very very interesting story arc with him. He's John Barrowman plays him. That's all you need to know. Just think about it. Think about other roles that man has played, and you'll know what he ends up doing in the show. I forget the chick that plays Thea, but I know I've seen her before. Beautiful girl, by the way. I forget her name though, but she does a pretty good job. But there are times where the acting on the show is really, really weak. But but for like the emotional scenes, the scenes that's supposed to resonate with the audience, really, really, really strong acting, man. The fight scenes on the show really stand out. Like for a network TV show, really well done, man. Like they had this one, I think it was the first episode. I can't remember if it was the first one or the second one. It was like this free running scene where like Ali was like doing those parkour free running moves, jumping from rooftop to rooftop, crashing through windows and shit. It was really well done. Uh, you know, they got there's a lot of cameos from characters within the DC universe. Slade has a big part in the show. Like a really big part in the show. Let's see who's else. Huntress is in this show. Helena Bertinelli, the Huntress. She's in the show. The Royal Flush Gang kind of makes an appearance. Blackhawks kind of make an appearance. Not Lady Blackhawk, but the organization Blackhawks. Um, let's see who else is in this show. Roy Harper's in this show. Count Vertigo's in this show. Firefly's in this show. Merlin is in this show. Yeah, I just told you Tommy and Malcolm were in the show. Merlin, the Dark Archer, is in this show. Not going to reveal which one it is, but just watch. Let's see who else is in this show. I feel like I'm forgetting people. Who am I forgetting? Shadow from Longbow Hunters is in this show. And here's another thing. There's a lot of nods to like like the Green Arrow mythos, you know what I mean? Some of like the most legendary works, you know what I mean, that people have penned for Arrow. Like there's even nods to like Judd Winnick's run on Green Arrow because they got that big bodyguard dude that was in Judd Winnick's run. I forget his name. He's in this show. Some of like the businessmen that were in Star City and Judd Winnick's run, they're in this show. Shadow, as I said, from Longbow Hunters, she's in this show. Her role is a little different though. Her dad, Yao Fei, even though he's not her dad in Longbow Hunters, Yao Fei, if you don't know, is one of the Great Ten. The Great Ten are, I don't feel like explaining it, but look it up. But Yao Fei's in the show. The guy, the head guy from the island, I think he's in one of those Arrow runs. He's in the show, but there's a lot of nods to Grail. There's a lot of nods to Smith. There's a lot of nods to, like I said, Winnick. A ton to Andy Diggle, his year one. Like honestly, a lot of this show is like Green Arrow year one, with like a bunch of other stuff thrown in. But Deadshot. I forgot about Deadshot's in this show, and he is awesome. Like he is like tremendous. Like the way he's done. The actor that plays him, I forget his name. Like even like his costume, after something happens to him, he gets his little laser sight on his eye, and it's awesome. I mean, he looks like just like he does in the comics, except minus the mask. But this is I really enjoy this show. I don't think it's great. There's just way too much filler. There are like entirely too many episodes. This show will really benefit from about 11, 12 episodes. Like there were a lot of episodes that were just kind of there to fill up space. Like I do like that they incorporated a lot of like characters from the DCU in this show, but a lot of these episodes with these characters weren't needed. Another thing pissed me off about this show, but it's not the show, is a certain person. Jeff Johns wrote an episode for the show, and in my opinion, it's either the best or the second best episode of the show. And it gets me upset because that shows you this man is still very talented. He just does not give a shit, and it's annoying because he's a very talented writer. Bothers me. A lot of people I know, they had complaints about the Arrow costume. I don't see why. I mean, it's fine to me. You know, it's face paint, hood, looks fine to me. Um, but as I said, man, very good show in my opinion. I mean, at least good. At the very least, good. You know what I mean, it just has some corniness about it. Um, the acting is not always strong, and it's too many episodes. But the pivotal episodes always come off really, really well. Like the pilot came off very well. The episode I told you about that Jeff Johns wrote came off amazing, and the finale tonight came off really, really well. Like and the episode before it did too. I thought we would get a certain thing. I was wrong about it, but I'm not ruling that out because they hadn't really scratched that possibility. Like Merlin kept talking about something, and he kept talking. I don't want to ruin it, but I had like a theory, and it just turned out to be false so far. I don't know if that's the case because there's a lot of things that happened tonight, and something happened tonight that I really didn't expect. So that's cool too. This show, man, like yeah, it's probably my favorite network TV show, which ain't saying much because network TV is not very good. But that's until Shield comes out. We'll see. But this I enjoyed it, man. If it wasn't for this show, I probably never watched the CW. But that's all I wanted to say, man. Y'all definitely check this out, and I'll holler at y'all probably with an Iron Man 3 review, or I'm not sure, maybe like some random graphic novel. When you see me pop up, just be happy. All right, take care.